Welcome back, everybody. Today, what we're working on is Tiny Tom. Daniel calls it the Jalopy.
Japanese Jalopy.
What we're doing today is we're switching the brake lines from soft to a nice steel braided brake line. This is a nice little upgrade that you can get. I'm not really sure where my brother got these, but you know what? Doesn't matter where we acquired them from. We're putting them on. Now, the main thing is these ones that are on there now are very cracked and a little sketchy. So we're gonna have a great time putting these on. Hopefully it goes well. You never know.
Can't be too sure.
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bust off these tires. I have a special little wheel chuck for it. It's always a good day when they come off easy. It's the T3 A-arms, the bottom A-arms, which makes it really nice. Oh boy, we're
Drilled and slotted rotors?
I mean, you know, I tried to treat my cars real nice.
What?
Sometimes, you know, unless I'm beating on them.
Like my wife?
Wait a minute. We are no domestic violence. We don't like it. Oh Lord. Now, when you're going and you're replacing these brake lines, you are gonna also have to do a brake bleed at the same time. And that gets all the air out of all the brake system, which most of you probably already know that.
Looks cool under there.
A lot of technology, whole bunch.
Technologia.
Now, I think we should probably get a catch can just so that we don't
I
damage.
got plenty of those under the fixture table.
Oh yeah, look at this.
I've got at least 4.
Damn. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this, beautiful.
You always get those free at AutoZone or O'Reilly, wherever you buy stuff.
All right.
What do we need? What do we need?
So I'm just going to, actually I'm going to keep everything connected up on top for the moment so that we can bust that line loose. And then after that, we'll go from here and then it should just pull out of there. This should just pull right out. Let me get my handy dandy wrenches. Well, actually, yeah, we'll start on the hard side because there's a little bit of wood over here. You know, we're 365 hard over here.
Yep. No blue pill needed.
That's right. I stay rock hard 365. Got my little baby 10 millimeter. Oh, that's very convenient that it is stripped. It's
Oh
convenient.
no.
Might have to get the pocket pliers out already. Bro. How much of this car is stripped? Sorry about that. I just don't get it. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, always with brake lines, man. That's what the neighbor was having problems with too. Where I was like,
bananas.
dude, get it closed in, cut it up, so you get like 10 points of contact. But
Yeah, these are stripped. Whoever did this last line kit stripped it, but let's hope we get grip on this side. That is not good.
uh-oh.
Oh boy. Well, never ever use the wrong tools, everybody. For the next guy, this is rounder than a baseball. That's bananas. What kind of animal? Jeez Louise, look at that, everybody. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Try your brother.
You know, I don't put anything past him. This is where it
Bring
becomes...
out the pocket pliers.
I'm busting out the pocket pliers. Nothing better than channel locks. Man, I wonder if I can even get a good grip in here. Dude, what? Who does this? I don't know if I got it broken loose. Actually, let's try it this way. Get the teeth to grip. Oh, bro.
No?
It's in there.
Penetrating fluid?
Think so. We're doing penetrating fluid on this side, and we'll try to move to the next one.
It's right there on the...
Yeah. Oh, the big shot. The big shot, okay? Now this isn't a real ad. Big shot. Oh, yeah.
We're looking for our next sponsor.
Come on, everybody.
Come on, big blaster.
Oh, yeah. Really get in there. Now, while we're letting the blasting penetrating oil sink in, let's go to the other side.
Let's do it. Let me go shoot the other side.
You know what? Doesn't hurt.
Point of view cam.
Doesn't hurt. Why don't you give it a little bit of lubricant?
Point of view cam. Little squirt, squirt, squirt. There it is.
You know how shitty it would be if we have to hardline? Whoop, 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 whoop. Got him. Got him.
Almost man down.
We almost took out the cameraman. You know how shitty it would be? Oh, dude, this one looks... Dude, it's like they're like, listen, who's got the pliers? Oh, my God, dude. This is not good. Come on. Nope.
Your turn?
Nope. Wow. That's insane.
Very
bro.
rounded.
That is so rounded. No. Wow. Well, maybe
This video may have ended before it started.
maybe press pause for a sec. So we
Pause.
can. Let me see this.
Welcome back to the channel, folks.
Welcome back. We're looking at a lot of bad things. Everything's backwards. Everything is backwards. It is backwards.
Today's backwards day. It's Friday.
I'm noticing that my brother put on the cross-drilled rotors backwards. It's not supposed to be like that. And I wondered, why are the brakes making so much noise? Like, they're not a squeak noise, it's just more of like it's working noise. It shouldn't be like that. That's not diverting heat properly at all. And
What do you got in your hand?
I've got something you're not supposed to use for brake lines. These are channel locks.
All right, so the flare fittings are rounded.
Very rounded.
We threw some penetrating oil on there. And we're debating if we're going to try and yank them off with the channel locks. And
As
then
you can see,
replace the flare fittings with new ones. So this is turning into everything we do. 4-hour project.
No problem.
Oh, shit.
I mean, normally this is how it goes when we get these older cars. There's always going to be a problem, but it shouldn't be every single time.
Try getting them off, bro. Let's see what I'll do. Let's see what happens.
This one's the most rounded, so we're gonna give it a shot. I really hate that I have to use channel locks right now, but actually I'll probably go in with a wrench with the bottom because I feel like it's gonna flex a lot. But oh, it worked.
Boom, broke it loose.
Well, either I broke it loose or
something broke.
Something broke. Nope, I broke it loose. All right. Jesus. Let me get that 10 millimeter now. Let's hopefully.
I think it's on the trunk.
It is on the trunk. Is that your 10? No, that's my 10.
No, that was yours.
My little baby 10. See, folks, this is what you're supposed to. This little itty bitty guy should be enough to take off those brake lines. You don't need to He-Man it like you're, Hulk Hogan.
Who says size matters?
I mean, thank God that worked. But you can see rounded, not rounded. I mean, it's supposed to look like that, just like that. And I'm just a little flabbergasted. On the last guy,
the flabber is gasted.
Everything has been gassed out. So now we are going to take this line off.
The right way to do this is to replace them.
But
we may not have time today to do that, so we're gonna add it to the to-do list.
it's going to definitely be on the to-do list. For right now, I'm just gonna jam this back on so we don't lose all of our brake fluid. But I should have probably got my gloves on. We're going gloves. But now we're able to actually get this process started and hopefully have, can I grab this red rag?
Grab whatever you need to, bruh.
You know, I appreciate that. Warms my heart that you let me just grab a red rag out of nowhere.
Yep.
Now we're gonna take this support clip off. Hopefully that doesn't give me a problem. We're gonna see how that goes. And this is going to release this soft line.
Use pliers?
You know, I was gonna use the channel locks. Oh, I got my pocket pliers. Never go anywhere without your pocket pliers.
Saving the day.
One pocket at a time. Everything seems to just be frozen on. Apparently we got this from Alaska.
Rusted.
All right. Now that's gonna break that free. And I'm able to release the brake
Want
line.
to get a clamp? Or is there a lot of fluid coming out or not?
There may or may not, but it's all right.
Okay. Now what do you need?
Well,
New brake line?
almost. We're almost at that part.
It's right behind you.
But I also had my plier or all my set of wrenches right over here. And like I said, you shouldn't have to use huge wrenches for these things. It should just be nice and easy. And of course it's a 15. Bigger than a 15. Okay. Smaller than an 18. So we're going 17.
We're going 17, bruh.
And just remember, folks, you do not need all of your strength all the time. Because you'll start rounding things, especially when they're pot metal. There we go.
Now the brake fluid is dripping now.
No big deal.
No problem.
I got a 3-gallon bucket of brake fluid.
It's probably better these things to get bled anyways.
Big time. Because who knows what these yahoos have been doing. I'm going to be honest, I'm not getting the warm and fuzzies with everything I've touched on this car. This has been a real project. There we go.
The warm and fuzzies.
Oh yeah. This one's a long thread.
Yeah.
Now as you can see, this is the whole reason why we're changing them. Look at that. This one, whoo, about ready to...
Who needs brakes?
I mean, you don't really, you know, if you got a car in front of you, I'm already in some sort of a lawsuit.
Car accident ready. Brake line's on the ladder behind you.
Oh yeah.
This is the new one.
This is the new one. A lot better. I'm gonna take them apart. Get them nice and ready for this. So this one, if I'm following everything correctly, is it the shorter one? I feel like it's gonna be the shorter one. And then this sits right in there like that with the nice keeper. Oh, wouldn't that be funny if this just doesn't go on at all?
Oh man, we just gotta put the old one back on.
Oh my God, no way. Which one? They're both the same.
Check the threads on the old one.
Oh, probably shouldn't have thrown that in there. It's got a bigger flare, that's for sure. Yeah, I feel like they're both the same. I'm just going to lean that like that. Yeah, that. I wonder if we only need just one. I mean, to be honest with you.
I mean, maybe. But what about when the wheel articulates?
If I'm looking at this correctly,
It's almost the same size.
it's just a RCH longer.
Yeah, maybe it'll work.
Let's throw this long one in there.
No, pitch it more towards me, because the threads aren't lined up. No, like this way.
Like that?
No, like this way.
Like that?
Yeah.
Let me just turn the whole wheel. Makes it a little easier
There you go.
so I can see it. I feel like it's in. And then with this one, it's definitely a 14. There we go. Never want to strip it.
No. Then we'd have to get a new caliper. Turn into an extra long video.
You know? Everybody likes a long video.
Yep. Good content. Good content.
You want to make sure you're tight, but you don't have to be like crazy ape tight. There we go.
See if the line will reach now with it completely turned.
Why am I having such a hard time getting that in there? There we go. Oh yeah.
We're good?
I think it's only gonna need just one.
Perfect.
Yeah, and this one will slide into here. Just like that. We'll definitely know. Definitely be the first to know.
Yeah, lose brakes.
Yep. And then that just slides in there like that, and you're supposed to have this little keeper. And that, see that, folks? Not working. No problem.
We don't need a keeper.
Who needs it? Maybe we'll just put it here. And you can see, oh, it's got a little square in there. Is that one gonna fit here? It's there. Not really doing much.
Wants to slide right through there.
Yep. Fantastic. All right.
Stupendous. Fun times.
I mean, oh, there it goes. As long as you made it through the hole, really all that matters.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend this keeper a little.
Let me get a hammer.
Pocket pliers. All right, so moving back to the other side. Now we just break this loose, break this side loose. Nice 17 millimeter. And then what we're gonna do, since it's loose now, we'll go up to the top. now that I've freed it with the channel locks, it's a little easier to spin this loose now.
Spin her loose.
It's never ideal to have to break out channel locks on something that is controlling your life. Especially if you're like, I gotta brake really fast.
We don't gotta stop.
Don't stop, won't stop, as they say. There we go. Now,
Oh, we're dripping.
now we're definitely dripping, and then there's a little C-clamp here, but I'm gonna be able to just spin this. Get this on here. There we go. Pull that one out. Sorry, bruh, for the floor. Get all the excess out.
A little residual fluid.
Oh yeah. Wipe my hands a little bit because brake fluid's just a little bit greasy. And
All right,
then
we're putting this braided one on.
putting the braided one on. Just slide it in so we can stop the bleeding. Get that on, just lady tight. And we can work our way over here. Actually, probably would have been better to not have this on now that it's lady tight, so that it could spin a little bit, to be honest. Give us a little bit of breathing room. There we go. Oh. Whoa, that filled up real fast. Make sure that you're not stripping the line. There we go. Nice and spin. You can actually free spin it with the line. There we go. And then you take your 14 millimeter. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a big wrench.
Yeah, you don't want to round this one off.
No, sir. I mean, especially after fixing somebody else's absolute, I want to use some curse words. It just has to be tight. It doesn't have to be crazy tight. Slide that through. And now, make sure that your banjo is fitted inside there. Now you just get this on there. There we go. And unfortunately, because I didn't want to make new lines today, we're gonna have to go back with the channel lock once it gets tight enough to tighten this. But as they say, ça come see, whatever that saying goes, we're getting it done. God, that's so boogered. Thanks, Luke. Big shout out to my little brother for really
Gumming this up.
oh my God. In the next video, we're going to show you how the rotors are upside down, or, you know, on the wrong side. That's another. Oh wow, I'm actually able to grip it a little bit. There we go. There we go.
I'm sure the viewers feel like they're right here with us.
Hope so. Hope you can feel my pain, to be honest. This was very painful.
All right. Now all you got to do is bleed the brakes. We're
Bleed
back
the
in
brakes.
business, boy.
Back in business, but what we're gonna do is each one of these have a little bit of a C-clamp, and these C-clamps hold these other clamps on there so that you can actually get it to where it doesn't pop up and down. So this one, can't even get it up. That didn't come out right.
I never want to have that problem.
No. But that's pretty tight. Now I'm just gonna put, because this isn't actually moving whatsoever. I may be able to move this just a little bit. There we go. But you see, you got one groove here for the C-clamp. The other one is in there for the other, I guess you could call this another C-clamp.
I'll park mine next, after you're done with yours.
We've got a line of cars, folks. And then you just pull this one off the old brake line. Ugh. This one is absolutely rusted. Oh, pull it off. Got that there. Put one on top. Or I'm actually gonna put this one at the bottom. If I can even get it through. There we go. This one here at the bottom. And use your screwdriver as a hammer, bruh. Actually, bust out my pocket pliers. She does have a squeaky brake. I can hear it. That goes there. That keeps it from moving upwards. And then you got another one here that'll keep this one from moving in and out. And we're gonna actually, since I have no idea why there's so many missing parts on this car, gonna remove this guy. Whoa.
Coming in hot.
All right. A little bit of a nuisance. And a little bit of a booger here. There we go. Be able to get my screwdriver in here. Loop this out. Got the other one here. Clean it up a little bit. And then this is gonna keep it locked in on this side. So now I just come in. I'm doing it kind of blind here. Feel like I'm in the groove. I'm in the groove. This one's actually, oh, I'm in two grooves. You want to make sure you're in one groove. In one groove, and then the nut kind of pulls through your spindle, or not your spindle, sorry, your coil over, and then you come in with this C-clamp here, and then you just bring it in, and that's going to hold it so you're not getting your brake line. Damn, this is all booger. Jeez Louise, bro. Listen.
If you have a little brother, punch him in his neck.
Just randomly be like, this is from the video.
I follow these guys on YouTube and they say punch you in the neck.
And then I'm gonna have to take my pocket pliers. I might actually have to get the channel locks out, but nope. Not working with the pocket pliers. I'm only using the channel locks as a vise, not for anything else. Oh man, this is crazy. Ugh. Come on, get on. Oh, it's not working. Well, just know that that's where it's supposed to be. And then after that, you just bleed your brakes. And you should be ready to get back on the road.
The bleeder.
It ain't leading unless it's bleeding, as they say. There we go. Get it started. Nope. Not doing it. This one's a lot tighter than the other side.
Want a little hammer?
I might need a hammer, maybe. Because can't get the channel locks in there to do what I need it to do. And it's giving me a little bit of a hard time. So a little bit of a hoopla. But that's pretty much how you finish that. Get that clamp in there, and then it's done. So now you've got full movement with your brake. You're not going to have your brake line. It'll be able to move in and out of that, and your brake line won't just be flopping everywhere. I think I might get a hammer.
Get your hammer.
Take your little hammer. Ugh. It's being a little bugger. Oh, my Lanta. I'm floundering. I think it's because the actual spot right here on the coilover for it is like really bent. There we go. Not going anywhere. And now you have full movement from your hose, and it'll move side to side. It'll work with your steering. And like I said, after that, you just have to bleed your brakes. You always want to check your work, make sure that everything's nice and tight. I always like to double check all my stuff. And that's that. Solid brake line.
That's how you get her done.
With a lot of diversity. Just make sure you clean up your work. Make sure you don't have any brake fluid anywhere, because that's a definite paint killer. And that's that. Bam.
All right, let's bleed these brakes, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
Have a good one. Don't forget, do your own projects. Jeez.